You wrote this morning that traders remain frustrated by this continued tiptoe effect as we're looking for breakout patterns. Did the CPI do anything to deliver something like that?
Well, it didn't bring a breakout, but it certainly was very supportive for the bulls. You guys have been spot on all morning. Pisani was dead right in that the used car prices, which had been jumping and jumping, have now pulled back. And that makes Powell's transitory sound more and more plausible. And then Diana Olick, spot on with the rent equivalents, the owner equivalent rent, which is a component of those inflation numbers, is very heavily weighted. It's about 30%. So if that continues to move up, that's going to put upward pressure. If we can get that to do what the used cars did and pull back, you'll be in great shape. But we haven't had that breakout call, and one of the reasons I'm worried about that is seasonality. In the year after a presidential election, August is the weakest month, not because it's down the most, but because it's down the most frequently. In other years, September is the weakest month. So we're going into a 2-month period where seasonally the market has a little bit of tough sledding. So I would have liked to have seen, great that you're having record new highs, but I'd like to see it kind of punch through once in a while. Show me that you're forcing the shorts to cover, things like that.
Right. We have been watching, of course, narrowing breadth for several weeks, and the degree to which some of the giants are having to do or carry a lot of water. Do you think infrastructure, although this is going to be a long process, is going to help out growth names and maybe broaden that out?
Well, it would, certainly be helping the materials and construction. You saw that yesterday. Caterpillar was a standout once again, and stocks like Boeing, they moved away from the financials for a little bit here. Depending on where that yield is, the financials have to hold up somewhat. So, yeah, I think infrastructure can help out reasonably well, but it depends on how they put it out. If they're going to be putting it out with an eyedropper, we can all remember the infamous shovel-ready projects that we don't know what they were shoveling, but it wasn't anything into the economy.
Yeah, fair point. Art, I'm curious. I mean, we haven't seen a meaningful pullback for equities since last fall. What do you think it's going to take? How sustainable is it, I guess I should ask, that we continue to grind higher to higher and higher records here?
Well, we've been moving up in a kind of wonderment, and as Carl alluded to, I'm a little concerned that we've been doing it in these baby steps. The fact that the market has a kind of compressed amplitude every day, up a little bit more, up a little bit, without any sign of differences, without you believing it should be weak and me believing it should be strong. You would like to see the amplitude spread out a little bit, because what happens quite frequently when you get a long period of minor change or narrow amplitude, that hints a complacency in which, people are saying, yeah, the economy's good, and, you can probably buy them a little bit more, but no excitement, no verve in there. And that's bothersome to me. We've often seen that as we move toward tops.